Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 5 Capstone Apartments. I will do this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment for you, if you want me to do this complete course for you, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned in the description of this video. You can hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, or writing assignment, etc. So I will solve this assignment from step 1 to end and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. So let's start this assignment. Title of the assignment is Exp19 Excel chapter 5 Capstone Apartments. In first step, we are supposed to download this Excel sheet where we will apply all these steps to get this assignment done. So I have already downloaded this. So this is file where we will apply all these steps to solve this assignment or to get this assignment done. So we will move to step number 2 now. In step number 2, it is saying that select the summary sheet, sort the data by apartment complex in alphabetical order, and then further sort it by the hash bed or number of the bed from smallest to largest. So let's do this step now. So this is summary sheet and we are supposed to sort the data. For this, we will go to Home tab. After going to the Home tab, we will go to Sort and Filter and click on the Custom Sort. So now first layer of the sorting is by the apartment complex from smallest from in alphabetical order, this one, and we will add a new level and we will sort it by the number of bed or hash bed from smallest to largest, So click OK and this data has been sorted by alphabetical order, by apartment complex in alphabetical order and by hash bed from smallest to largest. So that is all about step number 2 and now we will move to next step, that is step number 3. So in step number 3, it is saying that use the subtotal feature to insert subtotal rows by apartment complex to calculate the average total deposit. So we are supposed to insert the subtotal rows by the apartment complex to calculate the average total deposit. Then we will add a second subtotal by number of bed to calculate the average total deposit by the number of bedrooms. So let's go to the sheet and then click on the data tab. After going to data tab, click outline and click on subtotal. So first one is by apartment complex to calculate the average total deposit. So we are adding a subtotal row by apartment complex to calculate the average total deposit. Click OK. So now we will again add a new subtotal. Click subtotal and now we are supposed to add the subtotal by hash bed to calculate the average total deposit. And now uncheck this box, replace the current subtotal. So uncheck this box. So click OK. So we have added 2 subtotal rows. That is all about step number 3. And now we will move to next step, that is step number 4. In step number 4, it is saying that use the outline symbol to display only the subtotal rows, create an automatic outline and collapse the outline above the total deposit. So now we will create an automatic outline and we will collapse the outline above the total deposit. So first only display the subtotal rows. So we will click this one and now go to the outline tab and click on group and click on the auto outline. So it will give a notification that you are going to modify the existing outline. Then click OK. So now we will collapse outline above the total deposit. So this one. So this is the final form of the summary worksheet after the automatic outline. So we are done with step number 4 now. So now we will move to next step, that is step number 5. In step number 5, it is saying that display the rentals sheet and create a blank pivot table on a new worksheet to the left of the rental sheet. Use the default report layout for the pivot table compact form. Change the name of the worksheet to rental revenue and the name the pivot table rental revenue. So now we are supposed to create a pivot table based on the rental sheet and we will place the pivot table on a new worksheet and we will give the new worksheet name rental revenue and we will change the pivot table name to rental revenue. So let's go to the rental sheet. So now we will click on the insert tab and we will click on the pivot table. So click on check this box new worksheet. Click OK. And we are supposed to use the compact form of the pivot table. So click on design tab and report layout should be shown compact form, this one. And now we will change the sheet name to rental revenue. Also we will change the pivot table name to rental revenue. So for this, go to the pivot table analyze and click here, remove this name and type new name and press enter. So you can see that pivot table name has been changed to rental revenue. Step number 5 is completed. Step number 6 is display the apartment complex and number of bed field in rows and rental price field as the values. So now we are supposed to display the apartment complex in rows and also number of bed as the rows. Place it here. And after that, rental price field as the values. So this is the rental price field and place it as the values. So this is step number 6 and now we will move to step number 7. So step number 7 is format the result of rental price or the accounting number format with 0 decimal places and enter the custom name total rent collected. So we will copy this custom name and go to our Excel sheet, right click on it and select value field setting. So we will change this custom name to total rent collected and click on the number format and select accounting number format and 0 decimal places. So click OK and then click OK. So you can see that name has been changed to total rent collected, and also this has been formatted as accounting number format with 0 decimal places. So that was step number 7, and now we will move to step number 8. So in step number 8, it is saying that select the occupied field for the filter and select the filter to yes to display the data for the occupied apartments. So again we will go to our pivot table, and now we are supposed to select the occupied field, this one, for the filter. So we have placed the occupied field as the filter, and now we are supposed to filter the data. Check this box, select multiple items and uncheck this all. Now we are supposed to check only yes. So check this one and click OK. So that is our step number 8. So we have solved 8 steps, and I have shown you how you can do these 8 steps. Now let's move to next step, that is step number 10. Sorry, step number 9. Step number 9 is insert a calculated field to multiply the rental price by 1.05. Change the name to new rental revenue. Apply accounting number format with 0 decimal places. So basically in step number 9, we are supposed to insert a calculated field, and we will change the name of the calculated field to new rental revenue, and then we will format the new rental revenue field as the accounting number format with 0 decimal places. So let's create this one. So for this we will go to the calculation, this one. First go to the pivot table, analyze, then go to the calculation and click on calculated field. So this is the calculated field, and now name is given there, that is new rental revenue. Change the name to new rental revenue, and here we are supposed to multiply the rental price by 1.05. So click on the rental price and multiply this to 1.05. So new field has been created here. Now click on the new field, this one. Go to value field setting and go to number format. And now we are supposed to apply the counting number format with 0 decimal places. Click OK. And again OK. So we have created a new calculated field, new rental revenue, and this has been formatted as accounting number format. So that is all about step number 9. Step number 10 is select the range B3 up to C3 and apply these formats. Wrap the text, align right horizontal alignment and 30 row height. Select the column B and set 9.29 column width. Select the column C and set 14.43 column width. So first we will select this range, that is B3 up to C3. So select this. First we are supposed to wrap the text, this one. After that, align right horizontal alignment. So this is align right, click on it, and then 30 row height. For this, go to format and row height change it to 30. After that, select column B and set 9.29 column width. So we will select column B now and change the column width to 9.29, and after that we will select the column C and we will set the 14.43 column width. So column C and click on column width 14.43. So we are done with step number 10. So let's move to step number 11. In step number 11, it is saying that apply light orange pivot style medium 10 to the pivot table and display banded rows. So now we are supposed to change the style of the table, that is light orange pivot style medium 10. So go to the pivot table, design, medium 10, light orange pivot style medium 10 is here. So select this one, and now we are supposed to select the banded rows. So check this box and step number 11 is completed. So step number 12 is insert a slicer for the number of bed so that you can filter the data set by number of bedrooms. Change the slicer caption to number of bed or hash of bedrooms. Number of bedrooms. So we will copy this. So now we will go to the sheet and we are supposed to insert a slicer, or this go to the pivot table analyze and click on insert slicer, and we are supposed to insert the slicer based on number of bedrooms. So hash bed. Check this box, click OK. And now we are supposed to change the caption of the slicer. So right click on it and go to slicer setting. After going to slicer setting, so you can see the caption is here. So we will remove this and we will type the new caption, that is number of bedrooms. Click OK. So that is step number 12. So I have shown you 12 steps for this assignment. This assignment total have 21 steps. So you can do this assignment by watching this video. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 13. In step number 13, it is saying that change the slicer height to 1.4 inches and width to 1.75 inches. Apply the light orange slicer style to cut the slicer and paste in cell E2. So we are supposed to change the slicer height, and then we will change the slicer width, and then we will apply the slicer style to, and then we will cut the slicer and we will paste in cell E2. So select the slicer and go to the size. So size is 1.4 inches height and 1.7 inches width. So we will change it to 1.4 inches height, and then we are supposed to change the width, that should be 1.75. So now we are done with this one, and now we will apply the slicer style 2 to this one. So we have applied slicer slide 2, and now cut the slicer and paste in cell E2. So this is E2 and paste it here. So that is all about step number 13. So after that we are supposed to insert a timeline. So I have shown you 13 steps of this assignment. So Step number 14 is insert the timeline for the last remodel field. So I have shown you complete 13 steps. For remaining 6 to 7 steps, I am going to give you an overview for these steps because I have shown complete 13 steps and you can complete those 13 steps. But if you want me to do this complete assignment, just contact me and I will do this complete assignment for you. Now let me give you an overview for the step number 14. So in step number 14, we are supposed to insert a timeline for the last remodel field, change the time period to years, apply the light orange style to the timeline, and then we are supposed to change the height of the timeline, and then we will change the width of the timeline. So let me show you the timeline now. So this is the timeline. So we are supposed to years and we will apply the timeline style, this one. So we have inserted the timeline and after that we will change the height and width of the timeline. So I have done this step. This is the timeline and we are done with this one. Next step is step number 15. And step number 15, it is saying that display the database sheet, create a relationship between the apartments table using the code field and complex table using the code field. So I have completed this one. After that, we will create a pivot table in step number 16. And we will change the pivot table name to bedroom and the sheet name to bedrooms and pivot table name to bedrooms data. So this is the pivot table. I have created this one and pivot table name is bedroom data, and then we will insert a cluster column chart on it. That is step number 18. So I have already inserted the cluster column chart on it, this one. So step number 16 is creating a pivot table. Then we will format this pivot table in step number 17 and then we will insert a cluster column in step number 18. So I have shown you step number 16, 17 and 18. Then we are supposed to select the 3-bedroom data series and apply the black text one lighter 50% to this one. In the pivot table, this one, I have already completed this one. So basically I have shown you this complete assignment. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID and I will do this assignment for you. Let me give you an overview of complete assignment. This will be our summary sheet after applying all the steps. So this will be our renter revenue worksheet that will have a slicer, pivot table and a timeline for the last remodel on it. So this will be bedroom sheet that will have a pivot table on it and a cluster column on it. So I have completed this assignment, but if you want me to do this assignment for you, I can do this complete assignment for you. You can hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology or writing assignment as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video.